Hi guys, welcome back to Revsportz. Rahul this side, alongside me Somnath, and we are just one sleep away from the Kolkata derby. You can see behind us the iconic VIPK Stadium, all set to host this much awaited Kolkata rivalry. East Bengal, Mohun Bagan, both are even Steven in the points table. Obviously East Bengal at the top of the table because of superior goal difference, but both the teams are with 22 points. Whoever wins this derby, for sure they will have an edge in the title race. Of course, we'll have to wait till the final match week on 21st May, but this derby, for the very first time in 25 years, could be a league decider for the first time in Indian Football League. In this video, we are going to discuss about the key talking points from the pre-match press conference, what Sergio Lobera said, what head coach of East Bengal Oscar Bruzo said, and also what could be the likely playing 11 of both the team, and what also the win in this Kolkata derby means to both the Kolkata Giants. Well, but I will go straight to Somnath. Talking about East Bengal. For East Bengal, they are yet to win a derby in ISL so far. But Oscar Bruzo, they have totally transformed this East Bengal under his coaching. Since 2024. If you see in this season as well, they have played 3 derby, and of course East Bengal, they have the upper edge in the Kolkata derby. But what this Kolkata derby means to East Bengal?
Absolutely, this Kolkata derby would mean the world to East Bengal, obviously because of their past experience in the league format, in the top tier league. Obviously, East Bengal are a team who has came close in multiple occasions to secure the league, but they have failed in these recent years. Obviously, there were many coach in the past, many legendary coach in the past for East Bengal who won several trophies for them, but they failed to get the league, and this is why the Kolkata derby would mean the world to East Bengal. Obviously, East Bengal sits at the top of the table right now with 22 points in 11 matches. With superior goal difference, they sit above Mohun Bagan Super Giant, obviously, and if they able to win the match tomorrow, they will officially be the champions this season. Obviously, 99% sure that they will be the champions this season unless sudden exception happens. But obviously, East Bengal, their title drought, their national title drought is of I guess 22 years, and obviously if East Bengal wins tomorrow, head coach Oscar Bruzo will write his name in the history books. Obviously, in the past few leagues which East Bengal have won in the 2000-2001 season, 2002-2003 season, and 2003-2004 season, these 3 seasons East Bengal won the national league, and the coaches were Manoranjan Bhattacharya and Subhash Bhowmik. And apart from that, if East Bengal again wins tomorrow, then Oscar Bruzo's name will be etched with them.
History.
But obviously, and he will also become the first foreign coach for East Bengal to win a national league title. So obviously everything is in stake. And if you talk about the recent ISL performance of East Bengal in the last few years, obviously East Bengal never crossed the 9th position, and this season it's completely different. They are right now at the top of the table, and if they win tomorrow, obviously history would be scripted here at the VIPK.
Absolutely interesting fact. But coming to Mohun Bagan, they are the double champions. They are the defending champions, and for them, if they win this Kolkata derby, obviously they will be ahead in the title race, and they will be looking to clinch the 3rd consecutive ISL title. And obviously there will be huge pressure and expectation as well. But before recording this video, Somnath, he shared another interesting fact that for Mohun Bagan, if you see their dominance in the ISL, it came under Spanish coaches every time. If you start from Juan Ferrando, guided this team to the ISL Cup. Then Antonio Lopez Havas, who helped Mohun Bagan to clinch the ISL Shield, and then last season it was Jose Molina, who helped Mohun Bagan to clinch the ISL double. And this time another Spanish coach in charge, Sergio Lobera, and this will be his first Kolkata derby. So obviously he's going to test this rivalry for the very first time. He already said in the press conference that he is very excited for this game, and he's looking at this game as a final. Even both East Bengal and Mohun Bagan are looking at this game as a final, and what a scenario it is. I mean, Kolkata derby always used to be an intense clash between the two rivals, but at the same time it's going to be a league decider as well. So that's add an extra layer of intrigue to this clash. But coming to Mohun Bagan, they have been far from convincing so far this season under Sergio Lobera, because if you see how Mumbai City FC, how FC Goa played under Sergio Lobera, this Mohun Bagan team, I mean, the philosophy, the play style that we have seen in Mumbai, Goa under Lobera hasn't been replicated in Mohun Bagan. So that's a concern for Mohun Bagan. Whether Mohun Bagan can really bounce back stronger in the last 2 games, that remains to be seen. But Sergio Lobera, he is very confident. He is saying that yeah, his team hasn't been that much convincing in the last few games, but his team has created a lot of chances. So he is relieved with that thing, that his team has created a lot of chances, and he has high hopes, from his players in this derby. So let's see whether Sergio Lobera can also etch his name in the history books by winning this Kolkata derby. But again, coming to this derby, let's talk about the probable lineup of both the teams, because fans will be eager to know how both this team can line up in tomorrow's clash. So coming to East Bengal, what do you think will be the probable lineup? And also the big blow for East Bengal, they will be without 3 of their captains, Saul Crespo, Shoubik Chakraborty and Mahesh Naorem Singh, and all of them are key members of this team and played a crucial role in the midfield as well. So how big miss are their absence, and how do you think East Bengal can line up in tomorrow's clash?
I think the unavailability of Saul Crespo obviously changes the formation of East Bengal pretty much, and yes, we can see a 4-2-3-1 formation from East Bengal as well. I think Mohun Bagan will field the same formation, but let's talk about East Bengal. East Bengal most likely will field this formation with a 4-back line consisting of 2 centre backs, Anwar Ali and Kevin CBA. In the right back, Mohammad Rakib will play, and in the left back, most likely Lal Chungnunga will get a start tomorrow. And obviously in the midfield, 2 midfielders, 2 defensive pivots, Mohammad Rashid along with Jigsan Singh. Jigsan Singh had a pretty good season. If we talk about this ISL season, he had a pretty good outing. If we talk about the attacking midfielder, obviously it's East Bengal's X-Factor, Miguel Ferreira, arguably the best player of this season. And if we talk about both the wings, obviously in the left wing it will be PV Vishnu, and in the right wing it will be Bipin Singh, and the striker, obviously the top goal scorer of this ISL till now, Yusuf Ezezari. And obviously in the goalkeeping position it will be Prapsukan Gill under the goal post. But obviously East Bengal will slightly avoid the 3-back formation which the team has played over few matches in the past. But obviously derby is a big thing, and obviously you need to solidify your defense before getting on the field, and especially when the opponent is Mohun Bagan and you have a striker like Jamie McLaren, and penetrating the 3-man defense is much easier. So I think East Bengal will solidify their defense first, then they will most likely go for attack. But yes, this is pretty much a balanced lineup for East Bengal, but obviously the availability of Saul Crespo, even Mahesh Naorem Singh could have been much better for East Bengal, but not we can talk about what can be done, what cannot be done. But obviously this is mostly the lineup for East Bengal, and let's see what happens tomorrow.
And coming to Mohun Bagan, Sergio Lobera has fielded I think 8 or 9 different lineups in so far in 11 games. So, and obviously in your first season as a head coach, it's always difficult to get a settled lineup, and that has been the thing for Sergio Lobera as well in Mohun Bagan so far. Even in the last 3 or 4 games, he has made multiple changes in the playing 11. Even the last game against Inter Kashi, he surprised everyone by making 6 changes in the lineup. But in derby, obviously he will like to get settled 11 against East Bengal. But the interesting fact about Mohun Bagan and Sergio Lobera is that Sergio Lobera, he doesn't reveal his playing 11 2 or 3 days prior to the game. I mean, we have seen Jose Molina's training. He used to try and test his playing 11 in the training 2 or 3 days prior to the game, but that is not the case with Sergio Lobera. He doesn't reveal his playing 11 in the training session. He reveals his playing 11 on the match day, in the team meeting before leaving for the games, so that none of the players get demotivated before the game. So that has been the philosophy of Sergio Lobera. So that's why it's a bit difficult to predict Mohun Bagan's playing 11. But in my opinion, I think, and I'm confident, I believe that Sergio Lobera will go with 2 of their foreign defenders in the back line for sure. So in a high-stake game like derby, I don't think he will risk by playing an Indian defender alongside a foreign defender in the back line. So I think Tom Alred to partner with Alberto Rodriguez in the back line. In the right back position, Abhishek Tekcham Singh. There was a bit of concern on Abhishek in the yesterday's training session. I think he got a knock, but today we have seen that he is fully fit for the Kolkata derby. And in the left back position, obviously captain Subhashish Bose, he will also have a huge role to play, because that side I think Bipin Singh will be playing from East Bengal. He has been in a great form so far this season. And in the midfield, Apuya will be back. Lobera has confirmed in the press conference that Apuya is fully fit to play in this derby. Alongside Apuya, there will be Anirudh Thapa for creativity in the midfield. Number 10 position, I am assuming that it will be Sahal Abdul Samad. It's a bit surprising that when you have players like Dimi Petros or Jason Cummings who can play number 10 as well, but I think Lobera will rely on Sahal Abdul Samad, because since the Punjab game, in the last 3 or 4 games, Lobera trusted Sahal Abdul Samad in that position. So most likely it will be Sahal to play as a number 10 against East Bengal. In the left wing, again I think it will be Robson Robinho. Obviously he hasn't been that convincing so far in this ISL. If you see, only 2 or 3 games that he had played, gave his best for Mohun Bagan, but so far we haven't seen that Robson Robinho. Hopefully he has kept his best game for this Kolkata derby. And in the right wing, obviously there is Liston Colasso, and as a striker Jamie Macklin. And now that brings us to key players to watch out for in this Kolkata derby, and obviously for Mohun Bagan I think it will be Jamie Macklin. Jamie Macklin always loves to score in the Kolkata derby. Last season, his inaugural season for Mohun Bagan, he scored in both the Kolkata derby, even he scored against Mohammedan as well. So he always likes to score against East Bengal, and hopefully tomorrow also he will be again looking to find the net for Mohun Bagan. But coming to East Bengal, who do you think will be the key player for Red and Gold Brigade?
Absolutely, since you mentioned Jamie Macklin, okay, I have to mention for East Bengal it can be Kevin CBA. Apart from Miguel Ferreira, obviously Kevin CBA could play a decisive role in the defense. Obviously East Bengal will field only one foreign centre back with Anwar Ali, and even if you talk about Anwar Ali, he is equivalent to a foreign defender. But obviously Kevin CBA, he has a good we could say record against Jamie Macklin. Jamie Macklin has not been able to score against East Bengal this season. They have played 3 derbies so far, but Jamie Macklin couldn't get past Kevin CBA. So this could be a great matchup for tomorrow. But apart from that, I would assume, everybody would assume that Miguel Ferreira can be that X factor in this derby match. Obviously silencing him would mean a lot of pressure to East Bengal, but if Mohun Bagan doesn't able to control Miguel Ferreira, we all know what he can. Beside giving decisive balls to the final third, he can obviously score goals, and he is a type of attacking midfielder who not only provide assists but also can score goals and banger goals. But yes, obviously Miguel Ferreira and Kevin CBA would be the 2 players to watch out for in this Kolkata derby for East Bengal.
So the Kolkata derby is here. I mean, just one sleep away from the mega derby, and after a long time, a derby which will be a league decider. After a long time in a derby where East Bengal will walk in as a marginal favourite as well, because in the last 4 or 5 derby, always Mohun Bagan have been the favourite, but this time East Bengal have totally changed the narrative. So obviously an intriguing clash is waiting for all of us. Hopefully you all are I think most of you are coming to VIBK to witness the game, and also many of you will watch the game from home. But again, it's time for one of the most popular rivalry in the world or in Asia. So hopefully we also can't wait. What's your prediction? Let us know in the comment section below. And also if you have any comments or opinion regarding this clash, let us know in the comment section below. But for more such content, for the upcoming Kolkata derby and Indian football, stay tuned to Revsportz. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.